Alright, so I stopped by this player house that is part of a mod to just double check stuff was stored away and such. So, I was actually I was actually having second thoughts, is what I meant to say, between going to Lake Calenhead or to Soldier's Peak and claiming that back. But, you know what? Let's just go ahead and go to Lake Calenhead first, and, before we do anything else. We have Sten here, so... Excuse me.
Back off! I was here first.
You haven't seen a sword lying around here, have you?
Why, you looking to buy one?
It's from my very large, angry friend right here.
Oh, is he? Well, that's... see, I'd like to sell you one, but I don't, have any myself. I got part of a glove the wolves didn't chew too badly, though. I think... I know, don't say it. I got cheated. I knew the guy who was here before me. He sold me this spot. Said he found giants and all kind of crazy valuables. He didn't mention that he'd taken everything but the bones and the dirt already. His name's Ferrin. Squirrely little bastard, if you ask me. Which you didn't, but I said it anyway.
Where is he?
He was going to Orzammar, he said. I imagine he's gotten there by now. If you find him, tell him I sent you. It'll scare the piss out of him.
Alright, so we'll head there to help out Sten.
All right, all right.
I represent a collective next to me.
I'll get on it.
Just picking these up. Don't mind me.
Why, bless myself. What's a distinguished personage like yourself doing here?
Well, I was looking to go to the tower.
Don't hold your breath. No one's been allowed across the lake for days. I'm the ferryman. Leastwise, I used to be. Poor old Kester. Out of a job.
Why?
I don't got a clue. They wouldn't tell me. Gregor just came down and said, "Don't you worry, Kester. We got it all under control, we do." Didn't say nothing else. And then he puts Carol in charge of my boat. Lissy. Named for my grandmum, she was.
Who's Gregor?
He's Knight Commander of the Templars up in the tower. Good man.
A good man, you say. Is there something wrong at the tower?
I told you, they didn't tell me nothing. And if I know they're mages, I'm better off keeping out of their business. If I had to guess, I'd guess it had to do with magic. But the tower's always got something to do with magic.
Well, I'm on official business.
Don't look at me. I told you, I'm not the ferryman no more. Gregor's told me to stay here till it blows over. But I'm telling you, some storms don't blow over easy.
I could convince the Templars to let me in.
Maybe you could at that. I'm sure your mind's all afire now, eh?
What are your... So you know Gregor well?
Oh, I can't say that. I'm lucky he's good enough to give me the time of day. The first enchanter's all right. He's polite as can be, but he's always a little distant, if you get my drift. But Gregor'll stay to talk. I reckon he likes hearing from us common folk, you know? He's a man to be respected, that Gregor.
I agree, actually. What's interesting is that the way Gregor is presented in the mage origin almost seems like he's just this real rough, kind of like stern person, which he kind of is. But at the same time, we do see that he's someone who's reasonable. He's not a horrible person. He's not like, say, some of the other Templars that we'll see in Dragon Age 2. He has more of a brain in his head, I guess I could say, and more of a heart in his chest, compared to some of the other Templar we encounter later on in this franchise. I'm just saying. Gregor, actually, to be honest, is one of my favorite Templars in all of Dragon Age. In fact, actually, I'll hold off a bit more once we actually get to the tower and actually encounter Gregor, so...
All right. Keep safe, you hear?
So let's head on over to the tower. By the way, there's a funny little...
Do you think we're allowed to swim in it?
Maybe some other time, Liliana. There's a funny little bit here with Sten, with this guy.
You're not looking to get across to the tower, are you? Because I have strict orders not to let anyone pass.
I am a Grey Warden. I seek the assistance of the mages.
Oh, you're a Grey Warden, are you? Prove it.
I have documents here.
Yes. Oh, a Grey Warden seal. Aha! So you're claiming to be one of those. You know, I have some documents too. They say I'm the Queen of Antiva. What do you think of that?
You're obviously a Templar.
And if you can't prove you're who you say you are, I'm not letting you in. Anyway, it was nice chatting with you. Now, on your way, right now, go.
Can we work something out?
I don't know. I am feeling a little peckish, though.
What, do you want me to feed you?
Parshera, here, munch on these if you like.
Oh, cookies!
I am content to part with them if it saves us from this fool.
Sten, where did you get those?
There was a child, a fat, slovenly thing, in the last village we passed. I relieved him of these confections. He didn't need more.
You stole cookies from a child?
For his own good.
Yummy. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, yes? We can go across now, if you really want.
Let's go.
Come along, I suppose.
And I want 2 men stationed within sight of the doors at all times. Do not open the doors without my express consent. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now we wait and pray.
So, as I said before, I like Gregor. He's actually one of my favorite Templars in all of Dragon Age. Because, as we see, he's not an unreasonable person. He actually has a reasonable amount of sense to him. You know, when it comes to the way he thinks and what he's doing with his duty as a Templar, but also not being someone who's like, death to all mages, like we see with some other Templars, even in Kirkwall. I would like to think that Meredith would not have gone as all as she did if it hadn't been for the Red Lyrium, that she would have been more like Gregor. In fact, we even see that Gregor and Irving, while they do bicker and argue a lot, they still seem to have a bit of a camaraderie, or I don't know if I would say they're friends, but at times it does feel that way. Like when we save Irving in this, Gregor will say, "It's good to have you back," and he says it like he's like seeing an old friend that he was concerned was going to die, because of course he doesn't want him to die. But the other reason is because his voice actor is pretty great and has quite the resume when it comes to voice acting. I want to make sure I can pull this up because you will know his some of his characters. You probably just never knew that it was this guy here. I just want to make sure I actually get him correct here. I'm trying to look up his IMDb just to make sure I can actually give you guys his entire repertoire of voices. Such as Rear Admiral Kahoku from Mass Effect. He's done numerous voices in World of Warcraft. I thought he had also done the L-Core in Mass Effect. I'm scrolling down trying to make sure I can actually spot the ones I'm familiar with. Under World of Warcraft, whenever it pops up, it just says voice. Probably because he did more than one. It didn't bother to list them off. There's another one that I'm pretty sure I recall him doing that some other people would know him from. Oh, he also voiced Abd al-Hazir from Diablo 3. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The guy who did the lore books, other than Deckard Cain, the other one, who is like, I am Al-Hazir. You know, that guy. And then there was another one he did, staying within the Diablo universe. If I recall, yeah, he also voices General Petrovsky in the Omega DLC from Mass Effect 3. He did a number of voices in Star Wars The Old Republic, like Moff Tyrak, Captain Viatar, Efren Zell, Melkor Din. He voices Larius in the Legacy DLC for Dragon Age 2, so we'll be hearing his voice again later on. In this game, he doesn't just voice Gregor, he also voices Sir Otto, Ban Sighard, a Blood Mage leader, a Howe Estate guard, and a Howe Estate craftsman. But there's another one I really want to drop. Oh, so in the original Mass Effect, he voices Kahoku, Chairman Burns, Dr. Salion, Dr. Wayne, Samesh Bhatia, the L-Core diplomat. This guy voices the L-Core. Yes, this guy voices the L-Core in Mass Effect. And there's another one. Hold on, there's one more I really want to drop. I just want to spot it so I can drop it, drop the name for you guys. Because I'm sure there are some longtime players that you guys may know the name of this character, if I believe it's correct. Where is it? I'm looking for it here. Here it is. Diablo 2. He's the voice of Geed. You know, the guy in the camp in Act 1 of Diablo 2? That's him! So Brian George has a huge resume when it comes to his voice acting career, and I think he does a fantastic job. You are Gregor, I presume?
Who are you? I explicitly told Carol not to bring anyone across the lake. We're dealing with a very delicate situation. You must leave for your own safety.
Not without a promise for assistance in the coming war.
We cannot help, no matter which side of the civil war you represent. The Circle's fate hangs in the balance, and the Templars that serve it must remain.
I'm not here about the Civil War.
No? Oh, then you must mean the Darkspawn War.
Yes, I am a Grey Warden.
I am weary of the Grey Warden's ceaseless need for men to fight the Darkspawn, but it is their right. You'll find no allies here. The Templars can spare no men, and the mages are indisposed. I shall speak plainly. The tower is no longer under our control. Abominations and demons stalk the tower's halls.
This is why we cut the tongues from mages in Parvolan.
I will admit to agreeing with your companion. Maker knows the Kunari would not have gotten themselves into this position.
Yeah, how the Kunari treat mages is a whole... that's a separate discussion, and how horrible it is. Oh my gosh. We even see this in 2 with the Cerebos. Oh my goodness. Which is why playing a Kunari mage Actually, to be clear, a Talbotshot mage is rather interesting in Inquisition, but that's neither here nor there. How did this happen?
We don't know. We saw only demons, hunting Templars and mages alike. I realized we could not defeat them and told my men to flee.
What can I do to help?
I have sent word to Denerim, calling for reinforcements and the right of annulment.
The right of annulment?
The right of annulment gives Templars the authority to neutralize the Mage Circle. Completely. This situation is dire. There is no alternative. Everything in the tower must be destroyed so it can be made safe again.
I'm trying to decide how I want to go about this. Let me be clear. I intend to side with to recruit the Templars, not the mages. Like I said before, this is what you could call a pro-Templar run because I'm siding with the Templars in all 3 games. Just to show what it's like regardless of other circumstances, okay? I'm just deciding how I want to do this. I don't necessarily... If I say, why wait, I could go clean the tower right now, it makes me sound like I'm just kind of, eager to slaughter mages, which is not really what I'm going for here. That he would more so think that the Templars could be more of an aid than the mages at this point. That's how this character would kind of see that. Well, it is unfortunate, but I see that you have little choice.
No one could have survived those monstrous creatures. It is too painful to hope for survivors and find... nothing.
When did you send word to Denerim?
A while ago, and it worries me. The Civil War has no doubt caused much turmoil. Has the Chantry been caught up in it? I can only guess. Denerim must have received our message. It cannot be much longer.
If I help you deal with the Circle, will you lend me aid?
If, by some miracle, you destroy the abominations, yes. The Templars will join your army. Without word from Denerim, I must determine our course. Surely destroying Darkspawn is a worthy goal.
Is that all you can offer me?
We have nothing to offer you, but gratitude and service. I have heard the tower holds many valuable artifacts. I expect we'll have to consider them lost or destroyed.
Very well, we have a deal.
A word of caution. Once you cross that threshold, there is no turning back. The great doors must remain barred. I will open them for no one until I have proof that it is safe. I will only believe it is over if the first enchanter stands before me and tells me it is so. If Irving has fallen, then the circle is lost and must be destroyed. May Andraste lend you her courage, whatever you decide. Yes, was there something else you wanted?
I have a few other questions.
The tower has been quiet for a while. I suppose I have time to answer your questions.
The Templar at the docks seemed a little odd.
Carol. He's generally a good lad, but a little strange, yes. He should probably be in Denerim, but I could spare no one else.
How did you become a Templar?
My history does not concern you. I am sure you have better things to do than pry into someone else's personal life.
Well, that was certainly a nerve that was touched. Don't you feel guilty about wanting to slaughter everything in this tower?
Do not misunderstand. I do not want to do this. I do, however, see that the rite of annulment may be necessary. An unprepared village or town would be devastated should even one abomination chance upon it. We cannot allow it. And the mages, if any live, I do not know what they may have become. We may have to kill them to be certain.
And that's one of the reasons I like Gregor. he makes it very clear this is something he doesn't really want to do. He takes no pleasure or joy in this, but he feels like he may not have much of a choice to protect other people. But it doesn't mean he likes having to do it. It's a huge difference from the other Templar we're going to encounter in Dragon Age 2 that... oh my gosh, there are some Templar in DA2 that just rubbed me the wrong way in a very, very bad way. I'll never forget the one Templar who decided to use tranquility on female mages. That really bothered me. Yeah.
They'll rip you apart and eat you from the inside out.
I wish this were over. We're running low on supplies, and I don't know how much longer we'll last. We need the abominations and demons out of this place, if that's what you mean. If you have anything to trade, that would be helpful too.
It's a good opportunity to grab some things or clear out your inventory for stuff you're going to loot in the tower, or to grab some other things here and there. So yeah, that's a really expensive stuff. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Backpack. There we go. I forgot to drop these off in the house. Yeah, there are some things I would just straight up forgot to drop off or even sell. Some of these other things I'm like, yeah, just go ahead and sell this. But that's why also grabbing the backpacks is so important. Okay, I think that is enough space for going through the tower. Of course, once we enter the tower, there's no going back. We have to finish it, So yeah, let's go ahead and do a fallback save. No. Oh, it's a certain limit. Okay. There we go. There was a certain limit there to how many letters I could put there, so. Lyrium dust.
This is the prison for your
Now,
mages?
better than later.
Ours is not so grand.
Yes, I'm aware. He's like, well, they're dead. Let me test something. Oh, that's right. I need to double check that particular mod to make sure that she actually has that skill to be able to cast the spell to unlock stuff, or else it just simply won't do it. So
Ask away. All is well?
Now we'll get to see whether or not a certain mod I have is going to work.
It's you. No, come no further. Grey Warden or no, I will strike you down where you stand.
I like how she acknowledges that she recognizes you because we had a conversation with her in Ostagar. And of course, the dialogue is a little different if we were playing as a mage, of course. Wynne? What are you doing here?
I am a mage of the Circle. More importantly, why are you here? The Templars would not let just anyone by.
I am helping Gregor resolve the Circle's difficulties.
Then you do serve the Templars, as I feared. Do they have the right of annulment?
No, but Gregor expects it to arrive soon.
So Gregor thinks the Circle is beyond hope. He probably assumes we are all dead. They abandoned us to our fate. But even trapped as we are, we have survived. If they invoke the right, however, we will not be able to stand against them.
What happened here, Wynne?
Let it suffice to say that we had something of a revolt on our hands, led by a mage named Uldred. When he returned from the battle at Ostagar, he tried to take over the Circle. As you can see, it didn't work out as he had planned. I don't know what became of Uldred, but I am certain all this is his doing. I will not lose the Circle to one man's pride and stupidity.
So what do you intend?
I erected a barrier over the door leading to the rest of the tower, so nothing from inside could attack the children. You will not be able to enter the tower as long as the barrier holds, but I will dispel it if you join with me to save this Circle.
So if I say I disagree, the annulment is the only option, she will try to kill me, and I will have to kill her. I'd rather not have to do that. So, even though I fully intend to side with the Templars by the end of this, I of course want Wynne to stay alive. So... But the Templars may attack at any moment, Wynne.
True. We have little time. Once Gregor sees that we have made the tower safe, I trust he will tell his men to back down. He is not unreasonable.
That is true. Well, Gregor says he will only accept it if the first enchanter says so.
Then our path is laid out before us. We must save Irving.
Will the children be safe here?
Petra and Kenan will watch them. If we slay all the fiends we encounter on our way, none will get by to threaten the children.
I suppose that could work.
You want us to assist this preachy schoolmistress to rescue these pathetic excuses for mages? They allow themselves to be corralled like cattle, mindless. Now their masters have chosen death for them, and I say, let them have it.
Hold your tongue, you harpy. You will do as I say. No, I'm not saying that. You know, you could have been one of them if things were different.
I could be here had my mother not shielded me from the Templars, so I am to show sympathy. My mother often said that things are the way they are because they could not have been any other way. I always questioned this. Do what you wish. I care not.
Thank you, Morgan.
Petra, Kenan, look after the others. I will be back soon.
Wynne, are you sure you're all right? You were so badly hurt earlier. Maybe I should come along.
The others need your protection more. I will be all right. Stay here with them. Keep them safe and calm.
Try not to throw out your back.
When that happens, I usually lay about a young upstart with my staff. That gets the blood flowing and works the kinks out of these old joints. If you are ready, let us go end this.
So, yeah, I had a mod made it where win is not required to be brought along in this quest. I know that sounds weird, but it was something that some people have actually said that they tend to complain about, that they don't like that they are forced to take win with them on this quest when they would rather just bring who they want to bring. So, yeah, I think we'll just kind of stick with who we've got.
Yes, of course.
Okay, let's get Win in here for a moment, shall we?
Yes. Here we are. I'm somewhat amazed at myself for having kept it in place this long.
Did it tire you out?
It made me very weary at times, but I had to stay strong to keep us safe. Be prepared for anything. I do not know what manner of beasts lurk beyond this barrier. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Destroy the barrier.
All right. Be on your guard.
Okay. Healer. Okay. I'm debating whether or not to actually just go ahead and just keep Win here, because then things could get, well. But I think it's okay if we can just go ahead and get Win out of the party.
Yes.
All right.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
You know, I was actually debating whether or not to actually save Irving.
Get off my back.
It's worth noting, you can still save Irving and still side with the Templars. Cullen is partly responsible for that.
On your guard.
Painful abominations.
Got it.
So how many of you came back to the tower here to finish up these side quests that you picked up while going through this area? You know, like this here, for example.
Please refrain from going into the stockroom. It is a mess, and I've not been able to get it into a state fit to be seen.
Who are you?
I am called Owain, and I manage the Circle's magical stockroom. I was trying to tidy up, but there was little I could do.
Why at a time like this?
The stockroom is my responsibility. I must keep it clean. I tried to leave when things got quiet. That was when I encountered the barrier. Finding no other way out, I returned to work. The stockroom is familiar. I prefer to be here.
Haven't you encountered abominations?
No. I suppose I should count myself lucky. I would prefer not to die. I would prefer it if the tower returned to the way it was. Perhaps Niall will succeed and save us all.
Who?
Niall the Mage. He came here with several others and took the Litany of Adralla. The Litany protects a mind from blood magic. This is what I have heard.
There are blood mages here?
If Niall wanted the Litany, it stands to reason that he believes it will be needed.
Thank you.
I wish you luck. Perhaps this will be over soon and things will return to the way they were. Goodbye.
I'll get on it.
Keep your eyes open.
Got it.
Please, please don't kill me.
I think it's a little late for that with all that blood. Why should I spare your life?
I know I have no right to ask for mercy, but I didn't mean for this death and destruction. We were just trying to free ourselves. Aldred told us that the Circle would support Loghain, and Loghain would help us be free of the Chantry. You don't know what it was like. The Templars were watching. Always watching.
What you have done will make things worse.
We thought someone always has to take the first step. Force a change, no matter the cost.
Does that sound familiar?
Aldred's gone mad, and we are scattered, doomed to die at the hands of those who seek to right our wrongs.
Remember what she just said when we get to Anders in Dragon Age 2. It's time to die for your crimes.
No. No, please.
It is done.
I'll get on it.
Allow me. I could do that for you.
Got it. All right,
The precious
all right.
Circle, not even the first to touch the Fade in their own tower. How appropriate.
I then close the door like, nope.
Now's better than later. All right, all right.
Yes?
Oh, not skeletons, corpses. Also, to say skeletons. More again.
All right, all right.
This is where that guy is hiding in the closet. Not like that. Well, maybe. Who knows? After all, this is Dragon Age, so you never know.
Too easy.
Someone in there?
No?
Reveal yourself.
Oh, Maker! Oh, please don't hurt me! Please don't! Please don't hurt me. I'm no one. I'm not important. I don't want to die. Oh, Maker!
Pull yourself together.
Thank you. I suppose I can breathe easy now.
Godwin, Mage of the Circle of Ferelden, at your service.
How'd you end up in there?
There were demons everywhere, blocking my exit. I decided that the best thing to do in that situation was to hide and be very, very quiet. I just really want to be somewhere safe. I think I might stay here for now. Maybe go back into my closet for a little while.
You could escape.
And go where? The Templars have locked the door. I'm just going to stay here and see what happens.
Do what you will.
Thank you again for saving me.
Take
May
care.
we meet again in happier, less life-threatening times.
He'll stay in there for when I'm supposed to come back for that quest from the guy in Orzammar.
There must be...
Oh, sure there isn't. They keep blowing up.
Now's better than later. I'll get on it. Got it.
That's the door for that area in the Mage Origin.
I'll get on it.
Take the vial. Hello, Revenant.
Got it.
The Black Files. Aha, this is Irving's room. From his journal. Arguments between the various fraternities have become more frequent and heated. I have alerted the College of Magi in Cumberland that this needs to be addressed in coming debates, but I fear relations with the Chantry may distract them. I am confident that I can appease the Equitarians and Loyalists, but the Libertarians are proving divisive. Are the Isolationists even interested in speaking? The threat of blight has actually served some good in unifying us under a common cause, but it does not bode well that any given table in the Great Hall is likely to be ideologically weighted against its neighbor. We can be such a moody bunch staring over our tea. I followed another apprentice through supposed secret maneuvers today and exposed her tendency towards blood magic. The environment of the tower is such that certain modes of thought are encouraged, both for good and ill. The students think we toy with them. The truth is far more intricate and directed. Deviant traits must be exposed early, or the whole of the circle suffers. Aldred has been very helpful in identifying the markers to look for. His skills at misdirection are admirable. I dare say that the apprentices would be shocked at his ability to manipulate them. I must organize a retreat, such that the other enchanters can benefit from his skills. A heavy grimoire bound in black leather. Morgan would want to take a look at this. We will give that to her later. The Fraternity of Enchanters. Okay, I think this is a good stopping point here. When we return, we will continue to try and free the Circle Tower from Uldred and abominations. Stay tuned.